Well, good morning. Welcome. Good evening. Good afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone who is on TikTok, who is on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Welcome, everyone. It is a pleasure to once again serve you in this capacity. I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am your coach educator. I provide information to show you and guide you how to connect to your soul purpose. And each and every time that I get here, that's my intention. So if it is even one thing that you get from me, hey, Bella, Bella, it will be satisfying to me. All right? Today's topic is self-advocacy to empowerment. Self-advocacy to empowerment. That's what we are talking about today. And also, I am going to include some benefits why it is important to be able to advocate for ourselves. All right? So, grant me a favor and grant the people that you know a favor as well. Invite them because they need to be here. I think this topic is suitable for everyone to listen to because we can no longer sit around and expect people to advocate for us. That is our sole responsibility. And we are going to talk about this morning. So, again, invite the people you care about. I encourage you to stay to the end of this episode because at the end of the episode, I will have an announcement I want to make. And listen, you can order my book from me and you can get it autographed copy. The book is $19.95 and shipping and handling is $6. Conversation on Success. I'm featured on the cover. And you have 18 other stories that is included in here. This is my first book. My first book. I have 8 other books. You go on Amazon and put my name in there, and you will see all of the books come up. My first 4 books is collection of my favorite quotes. Those of you who know me, you know that I am the quote queens. I live my life by quotes because they energize and empower me. Also, I want to invite you to stop by my website, daphneclarke.com, and check out what's going on over there. Get on my mailing list, and just in case you are not able to catch all my live teachings from Monday through Fridays, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that will allow you to get access to all of my teachings and broadcasts that I do here every morning. All right. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get into the task at hand. Oh, for the YouTube channel, you can go to link.tree/Dynamic Daphne, and that will show you all of the platforms that I am on. All of the platforms that I am on. All right? Listen, moderators, anybody come with any politics or stuff, go ahead and block them. And anybody come bullying or toting religion, go ahead and block them. We don't have time for none of that. All right? This is a safe and neutral place for everybody to come. I respect everybody's opinion, but I don't want you. I don't want people to come in here with them mess. Keep it at your house or on your live. All right. So today's topic is self-advocacy. Self-advocacy for empowerment. Self-advocacy to empowerment. Spirit. 4 of 2. Right. Self-advocacy. That's what we are talking about. What is self-advocacy? Greetings. Self-advocacy is simply taking the opportunity to speak up for ourselves. That's what advocacy means. Speaking up for ourselves or speaking up for others. There are some people who are community advocates. That means they advocate for the community. This morning, we are going to talk about, let's say today, because for some people it's not morning, it's night. For this episode, we are going to be talking about some, well, in my opinion, powerful steps and some benefits for self-advocating. All right? So that's what advocacy is, taking the opportunity to speak up for oneself. These steps will allow you to boldly say what your needs are, asserting your rights, and to take responsibility for your well-being while actively participating in the decisions that affects your life. You got that? Or do I need to repeat it again? Repeat it. Self-advocacy is simple, taking the opportunity to speak up for oneself. Say boldly what your needs are, asserting your right, and take responsibility for your own well-being while actively participating in all decisions that affects your life. Now, you all know that I am the queen and an affirmation person. I just like to have things that energize me. And one of the affirmations that I use every day, it's on my door, it's on my refrigerator, it's on my mirrors. I did not coin this. I don't recall which book I was reading and found it there, and I said, "Oh, this is a powerful advocating affirmation for me to use every day." And I am going to repeat it slowly for you, just in case you would like to use it in your life as well. And it reads, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. So when I go out and somebody rub me the wrong way or something happens, I am saying within my spirit, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. When I go to an appointment, whatever it is I go out to do, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. And what happens when I do that? I am always showing up in my higher consciousness. I am always showing up, vibrating high. I'm not perfect, but this affirmation keeps me alert and stimulated. I am asserting the mastery of my real self. So when I show up with conviction. When I show up with positive energy. When I show up, I am the light in those dark places. Why? Because I am asserting the mastery of my real self. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. It doesn't matter what the bank account looks like. It does not matter whether the gas tank is on empty. I learned years ago from a lady in Connecticut. She said, "Oh, why you keep running to the gas station every time you're on quarter tank?" She said, "You know, even when your car is on E, you can drive another full week around town." I said, "What, sissy? I didn't know that." So when you open yourself to learn, you learn something. So I hope that you, after repeating this, you will find value in this affirmation for yourself. I am asserting the mastery of my real self. That means where our real self comes from. Our real self comes from inside, yes? So no matter what's happening outside of you, don't let it affect what's inside. Because what is coming out from the inside is your true mastery. All right? So I think I could end now even if I don't do anything. Good morning, Ryan. Oh, good morning, Ryan. How are you, King? Now, the first step that I want to share with you in this episode is practicing self-advocacy helps us to develop a sense of self-worth. I'm wonderful, Ryan. Practicing self-advocacy helps to develop a strong sense of self-worth. And when I talk about self-worth, I'm not talking about all the dollars behind your name and in your bank account. When I talk about self-worth, your morals and your values, what's the impact you make when you show up in public? Who and what are people saying? Character, yes, Ryan. Can people depend on your word? Your word is your bond. When people hear your name, are they saying, oh, please? Not that it matters your moral compass. Exactly right. Not that it matters what people say about you, but what's the message you're sending out? We got to focus on sending high energy, strong vibrating messages out to the community. Because who realize that the life we live is not our own? Do you realize that? The life you live is not your own. Do you know how many people are watching you from a distance? Do you know how many people wake up every day and they are depending on what you do and say to live their life? Are you guys aware of that? You do not need to be a public figure. You just need to be breathing. So, those of you that come on these different apps and you talk about, oh, my followers, you better stop looking at them as followers. Stop looking on them as followers, because you know what? They are in training. They are in your classroom. They are your students. Whether through what you write or what you speak. So, know what are your self-worth. Know what are your self-worth. Self-advocacy helps us to promote personal growth. Personal growth. Every day, I challenge myself to learn if it is only one new thing. If it's even one new thing. And the source by which you read, there is a wide variety of sources that we can utilize. We can go to the library. Yes, they still have libraries that's open. And you can leave with so many books. You can leave with CDs. You can go sit there and use the computers if you don't have a computer at home. You can go to the University of YouTube and the University of Google, and you can learn so many things. Good morning. So many things you can learn. So, self-advocacy promotes personal growth and development. Don't wait on anybody to tell you to go learn this or go do that. You go start and do it for yourself. Next, number 3. Did we lose Bella? Number 3, self-advocacy fosters a healthy lifestyle. Self-advocacy also helps us to promote stronger and more powerful relationships. Again, what we do, we are being watched by the world. Some people are watching to learn. Others might be watching to criticize and to tear down. However, do not concern yourselves about those people that are looking to tear you down. Keep doing the right thing, because there are people out there that need what we are doing. As we advocate for ourselves, I mentioned about foster a healthy lifestyle. What does that mean for you? Especially if you are somebody who has a big family and you are looking to adopt a healthy lifestyle. What is that going to look like for you? Because you know, if you are in a big family, it is going to be challenging. So you will need to get a support system that will help you through it. Remember, you are advocating for yourself. So although your lifestyle will look different, you got to stick to it. Stick-to-itiveness. I missed one number. All right, I'll go back over them in a minute. I will go back over the steps because I'm going to be doing the benefits in a minute. Know that when we decide to advocate for ourselves, every one of these steps that I mentioned will cause discomfort, especially in our families. Especially in our families and in our tight-knit community. Because you know what? Those who are not doing anything for themselves, they are looking to hold us hostage. They do not want us to do anything for ourselves either. We got to be cautious of who we go to for support, because people who are not doing positive things for themselves, they are not out to support you when you are doing something positive for yourself. So who dare you? You 52. What you going to talk about you advocating for yourself? All your life you wasn't into that. Where you get all that mess from now? And they go off on a tangent. You got to learn to just smile. You got to learn to just smile. All right? So someone said they miss a number. So let me go back over. Did you get Renee? Did you get the affirmation that I say I use every day that supports self-advocacy? All right. It says, I am asserting the mastery of my real self. I am asserting the mastery of my real self. That I did not create that. I got that from a book, but I adopted it to my life because it is one affirmation that I personally feel support me advocating for myself, and it helps me to show up vibrating higher every day. All right, so Bella is back. Good to see you back, Bella. I know you weren't here because I didn't see the things writing. I'm going to go over the steps, list them so you all can jot them down. Thank you, Bella. Now, step number 1 in self-advocacy is to practicing self-advocacy helps us to develop strong sense of self-worth. So developing self-worth is the first thing. All right, I'll wait till I see Bella write it. I know Bella is the queen of doing that. Practicing self-advocacy helps develop strong sense of self-worth. All right? All right. Number 2, self-advocacy promotes personal growth and development. Self-advocacy promotes self-growth and personal development. That's number 2. Number 3 is self-advocacy fosters a healthier lifestyle. Self-advocacy fosters a healthier lifestyle. What is that? I think number 4 now. Number 3, it is supports a healthier lifestyle. And number 4, self-advocacy helps us to maintain healthy relationships. both towards ourselves and towards others. When we are involved in self-advocacy, when we speak for ourselves, we can set clear boundaries. And we can also effectively communicate what our expectations are. That's the last one. And then I'm going to go into benefits for self-advocacy. Thank you, Bella. Now, let us go into what are the benefits. What are the benefits for self-advocacy? Number one, it helps us to build our confidence. It helps to build our confidence. It allows us to become bold and unapologetic. It helps us to live our life out large, not in an obnoxious way, but you show up with your strength and your vigor and your vitality. So it increases your self-confidence. You have some people going around talking about, oh, I'm shy. Listen, when you're advocating for yourself, you ain't got no time to be introverted and to be shy. You want to show up bold and unapologetic. When you show up with your shoulders held high. You walk in and you make a statement, whether it's a meeting, a party, or you're just showing up somewhere. You're making a positive statement with your image. Once you step in there, you're the light of that place that you enter. Because what? You are self-confident. Advocacy, another benefit is advocacy helps us to be resilient. You know how you've been advocating for yourselves? That does not immune you from setbacks and adversities. But what it does, it allows you to be resilient, to be courageous. You have strong fortitude that you bounce back when anything happens. You bounce back, you bounce back. No, ain't no stopping me now. You know that song? There's a song that says, ain't no stopping you now. And that's what happened. Because you have spent all the time investing in your self-advocacy, you're strong, you're resilient. When something happens, it's like you flip the switch. You turn your switch for resilience on. You're not getting on the phone and calling your mama and your papa and your best friend, your husband, your boyfriend, your wife to complain about the injustice that they have done for you. You flip your switch of resilience on and you're saying inside, watch me now. Just watch me now. When you flip that switch, you like Muhammad Ali. You like Muhammad Ali and you're ready. You're just ready. Ain't nobody can stop you because you're ready. Come on. Let me show you what I got. That's what resilience is doing for you. That's what resilience is doing for you. That's right. That's right. The next benefit of being a self-advocate, it helps you to improve your decision-making skills. Develop decision-making skills. When an opportunity comes your way, I'm not saying you say yes this minute, but you can say, give me a little time. Give me until 2 o'clock on Friday. And you are saying that because you want to spend a little time to think about it, not to be calling Dick, Tom, and Harry to ask them what they think. But you sit and you meditate with it. Is it a yes or a no? You can go into your higher consciousness and you can get the answer. You don't have to be calling everybody to find out what they think. What they think? They can't even think for themselves. What makes you think? They will be in a position to guide you about your opportunity. Wake up, people. Thank you so much. Wake up, people. They can't help themselves. They are not going to be in a position to help you. So, being a strong self-advocate helps you to develop stronger decision-making skills. Number 4, I think. Another added benefit is that it enhances your problem-solving skills too. Who know that we are inundated with problems every day of our lives? And especially as women, we got to develop our problem-solving skills because guess what? For some of us, we don't have no spouses. We don't have any relatives nearby. We live millions of miles away from our roots. And we got to understand about solving these problems for ourselves. We got to be comfortable doing that. So do not shortchange yourselves. Step up for yourself. Show up for yourselves all the time. So for those of you that are just joining us, we are talking about self-advocacy steps. And we are now at the stage where we are talking about all of the benefits that we get from strong advocacy. And the first benefit was to increase self-confidence. The next one was to help us build resilience. Number 3 was to improve our decision-making skills. And number 4 is number 4 is to enhance our problem solving skills. All right. So number 4, number 5, I think it is. Again, it helps us to strengthen relationships. Strengthen relationships. Community relationships, spouse relationship, family relationship. Because guess what? We as human, we are not an island. We need the support of community. We got to build our community. Why you think so many people are being manipulated by churches and religion? Because they depend on them for community. But because they are not engaging in the ability to advocate for themselves, they end up being manipulated. I hope you all are hearing me. The universe wants us to be strong and advocate for ourselves. We need to say what's wrong. We do not need to be compelled to be manipulated by religion. Yes, you all can send me a message on Instagram or everywhere you want to send me, because, hey, whatever spirit tells me, that's what I'm obeying. That's what I'm giving out. That's what I am giving out. That's what I am giving out. You all know that I am a recovering religious person. I've recovered. And I am proud to say that unapologetically. Unapologetically. So, strengthen all of the relationships, because we need a strong community to support us. It doesn't need to be large, but it needs to be strong and committed. It might be only 2 or 3 people, but we need a community. A community does not mean they are local to you. I remember when I moved into my new apartment, I have community support that was not even in the state where I live. Phone calls that said, listen, I found this in your neighborhood, I found that in your neighborhood. Have you ever heard about it? That's what strong relationships does for you. It might be somebody who wants to just call and give you an opportunity to just be a sounding board for you. That's what strong communities does for you. That's what strong communities does for you. Do not shortchange yourself. Invest in community. It does not take a lot. Stop texting. Call on the phone and let people know that you care about them. Hey, Sonia. Let people know you care. You know, I've been thinking about you. I'm just calling to say how you're doing. Day before yesterday, I went on one of my Facebook feeds, and a woman who's been part of my community ever since we were on Periscope, I saw her put a post out. It was her 57th birthday. And she said, 57 years, little did I know that I would be experiencing depression. Little did I know that I would have lost my young brother and my mother. And I did not know that all of those things happened for her. I sent her a message right away. I said, I am here for you. You have my phone number. You do not have to go through it alone. Call me when you want to talk. Now it's 2 days. I have not heard from her. I'm going to call her, not try. I will call her on Facebook because I do not have her, I don't know I have her telephone number in my contacts. To me, that's my responsibility as a community member. There are too many people who are unliving themselves because the community is not supporting them. People are going through so much stuff and they are embarrassed to mention it because people are going to rip them apart and destroy them. So as you work on the benefits of self-advocacy, I want you to treasure and nurture the importance of cultivating strong relationships that you can convert into your own community. Why do you all think whiners? Let me tell you, the whiners you see on the street corners, those people know how to build strong community. I don't know if you ever notice or if you ever talk to them. When I used to be a public health nurse, I used to make sure I stop when I'm going to do my home visits or wherever. And I talk to them. Some of them used to say, nurse, you have any condoms in your car? And I always have some, and I give them some. And I talk to them. You know what those whiners do? They have a strong sense of community. They pool whatever money they get, and they buy one flask, and they take a sip, and they pass the bottle. They take a sip, and they pass the bottle. I'm not advocating that you all go out there to do that. I'm just showing you an example of when people are committed to doing something and to support a strong community. If the whiners and the drug dealers can do that, what's preventing you all enlightened people from advocating for yourselves and building strong and committed relationships? It doesn't matter the color of their skins. It doesn't matter what language they speak. It doesn't matter what seasoning they put in their food. Build strong communities. Build strong communities. We need to stop being so judgmental and stereotypical of other people. Wake up. Wake up. Once we advocate for ourselves, we can now help people in our communities how to advocate for themselves. This way people will understand, I don't got to be a doormat. Nobody got to use me as a footstool. Not a spouse, not a boss, not a family member, nobody. We will all be on the same plateau because we understand that we are human. I can see you as a soul. I can see the light that radiates from you. I can hold you in high esteem. The next benefit that you get from self-advocacy is to increase our independence. Guess what? Ain't nobody can have us on a yo-yo, playing us like a yo-yo. Oh, Lord Spirit, don't do that. Ooh. Listen. Lord, have mercy, Spirit. Listen. Those of you who are compromising your values and say, hey, time is hard, I'm getting me a sugar daddy. Stop it. Stop it. You don't need a sugar daddy. You do not need a sugar daddy. You need to step into all of your prominence, step into your calling, step into your soul purpose. That's going to be your sugar daddy. Stop being lazy and complacent and allowing people to use you as a mat. Stop it. You don't need no sugar daddy. You have a skill. You have a skill. If it means you got to bake cake, fry fish, fry chicken, whatever it is that you can do. This is number 6. Increase your independence. Increase your independence. Increase your independence. Increase your independence. And let me tell you, cut out, I don't know who this is for. Cut out the sugar daddy mess. It is damaging to your children. Do you all know kids don't have no filter? What you think is a secret, it's not a secret. Kids talk everything that go to, when they go to school especially. It's damaging to your children. Stop it. Stop it. No more sugar daddy hookups. No more sugar daddy hookups. No more sugar daddy hookups. Oh, Lord Spirit. Woo! Lord Spirit, just have me up in people business. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. But guess what? I show up for this. I say, use me. I can't back down. I cannot back down. So don't blame me. Don't blame me, please. Spirit asked me to say it, and I got to say it. No more sugar daddy. No more sugar daddy. No more sugar daddy. No more sugar daddy. You got skills. You got talents. Yes. Yes. No more sugar daddy. No more sugar daddy. No more sugar daddy. Wow. No more sugar daddy. Number 7, benefit. It helps us to get out of that place we call comfort zone. Self-advocacy helps us to come out of our comfort zone. You know that place that we sit right there? I don't know if you ever hear the story about the dog that was sitting on the porch and a rusty nail, and the dog sit there. "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh." And everybody hears the dog wailing and wailing. And asks the old man who owns the dog, "What's wrong? Every day we pass, we hear the dog wailing and wailing. What's the matter?" The old man said, "He's laying on an old nail. But I guess it's not hurting bad enough, because when it begins to hurt bad enough, he's going to get up. He's going to get up." So as you look over these steps, if you have not been utilizing them, if you have not been advocating for yourselves, I hope that these steps will trigger you enough to go out there and to begin to advocate for yourselves. Each and every one of us need these steps. It doesn't matter how old you are. None of that matters. What matters is that you begin to value yourselves enough to do the work. 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 All right? So, remember I had said that I have an announcement for those of you who stayed. And I want to invite you to the transformative masterclass on forgiveness. The first session will be tomorrow night I'm going to let me show the people over on TikTok. Make sure you all go there and register. I am going to flip the camera. There it is. Take a screenshot. You all can go to my website, the Transformative Masterclass on Forgiveness. You're probably saying you don't have anybody to forgive. What about yourselves? We all need to forgive ourselves. Now let me bring it tonight. Tomorrow night is the first session. I hope you love yourselves enough to invest in you. Invest in your personal development. Here are some of the benefits you will get: emotional liberation, healing and inner peace, improved relationship, empowerment and self-growth, enhanced well-being and happiness. And who is it for? It is for anyone who is seeking to understand more about the forgiveness process. You might be a therapist, a coach, or even a supervisor or a boss, whoever you are. This master class is for people from all walk of life. Listen, the master class will be on Zoom. It's $149 per day or $249 for 2 days, including the 2.5 hours of recording. You will have that. You will have that to add to your library, and you'll be able to have that to listen over and over and over. Registration is required. So please register. You can go to the website daphneclarke.com, or you can register using the bit.ly link, bit.ly, bit.ly/3YSWXBX, and you will be sent the Zoom link after you pay your investment. All right? Because who knows, we can't give everything for free. Would you say that this information that you got on this episode, would you say it is valuable? Let me hear from you. Please, you can get a copy of my book as well. Is this information valuable? All right, you can also, my Cash App is Cash App $ Daphne Clarke-Hudson. You can Cash App $19 plus $6 for the shipping and handling, and you will get an autographed copy of the book. All right? So, again, if you think that this information is valuable, you got to wait until you work with me one-on-one to see what you get. Thank you, Queen. If you want to reach out and consult with me, you can go to my Booksy and book an appointment. I am open for business. I pride myself in adding value to my clients. All right? So, any questions? Any questions? Tap the screen and see if you all can get one more 100 likes. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Sonia. Thank all the other people who showed up here. Thank you. I greatly appreciate everything that you are doing for me. Please, Sonia, send me your email so we can get the Zoom link out to you. Bella, send your email so I can get the Zoom link. I don't know if you can come because you are in Denmark. It's a whole different time. All right. Hey, Shannon. Shawnee, how are you, Queen? All right. So, yeah, my moderators do an amazing job. So they get to take advantage of the masterclass. All right. So, listen, thank you, thank you, thank you. No questions? You're very welcome. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all will share it with somebody. Encourage people to subscribe to my YouTube channel by going to my link tree. Love you, family. Love and appreciate you. Go out there and start to advocate for yourself, because your life begins with it, and it totally depends on it. All right. Love you, family. Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.